Hey, welcome back, everybody. You are listening to Ultimate Affiliate Marketing. I'm your host. It's Paul Motley here, and today special guest, and we've got double teaming today. So we've got Myles, Clifford, Turner, Leslie. Everyone's on, right? So we're all here. We're all good, and yeah, I just wanted you guys to come on so we could have a little chat and try and get the truth behind who really invented Clickfunnels and what Turner did to get that job, because that's a dream job. So guys, welcome to the show.
Hey Paul, thanks
so
for having us, man. Thank you so much. I know I'm excited. Turner was talking about how excited he is to be here, so we appreciate you having us on. And I mean, we can get down to the bottom of who created Clickfunnels right off the bat.
I think it's time. I mean, I saw the expose, and and it was no shock to me, to be honest with you. I've seen your work, so.
No, I mean, I wish it were the truth, but that was just a fun video we did once, kind of, having a blast with our video guy, Dan Usher. We were actually doing it for a hiring video, and he looked drained. I was like, hey man, you want to just have fun with this? And so we just ran with it and had a ton of fun. But no, it was Russell and Todd, unfortunately. If that were the case, I'd probably be on an island somewhere if it were me.
But you have to watch that video and watch until to get to the very end. It's pretty hilarious. Russell has something to say.
Yeah, it was great. It moved me personally. I had to send Myles a personal video, actually. So, it was one of those things where I just thought it has to be done. So obviously you guys are working for Clickfunnels, which is an amazing company to work for. You've got like rock stars all around you. You have walls of awards as well. So, it's got to be yeah, I know. I can see that in the background. So anyone that's listening on the podcast, you need to go and check out the YouTube video of this when it comes live. There is literally like hundreds of thousands of them right now, probably. So what is it, how did it all come, how did you get started with it? I mean, I'm going to come to you, Turner, first, because, you're still, getting used to things and stuff like that. So, I mean, obviously you're the affiliate manager for Clickfunnels right now. Yeah, I have got that correct, haven't I?
Yeah, Myles and I, would you say we kind of share that title?
I would say I'm your boss, but yeah, no, we share.
Do you both get paid, like two lots of salaries to do the same thing? Is that how it works? Or
we're companions, right? We're sidekicks, I guess. Got to have someone to report to.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's totally a tag team, right? There's a lot going on in the affiliate program, and there's people that deserve a little more attention and than others, although they all are our favorite affiliates. But no, definitely this is a multiple person job, right? There's launches that we're doing, there's retreats that we're hosting, there's affiliate support that we're taking care of, and essentially Turner and I, we work hand in hand with our affiliates and making sure like our affiliates know what launches are coming up and, if there's any issues, how to get around them and those types of things. And then also, Paul, he hasn't mentioned it yet, but he is actually one of our Clickfunnels top affiliates. And so we have about 130 to 150, it changes every quarter, of top affiliates. They're called our platinum affiliates, and they literally have a dedicated account manager, which is either Turner or myself. It's white glove. Like if Paul hits me up at 4 a.m, I'm not going to answer it because I'm sleeping. But when I wake up, his message is one of the first ones I'm going to respond to. And if I can't fix it, I'm getting him in touch with the person that can. And so that is definitely, 130 people would be a lot for a single person while also running all the stuff in the affiliate group. But so, Turner and I definitely, we tag team that and take care of our top affiliates and then all of our affiliates.
Yeah. And I think it's like an incentive for anyone as well, because one thing that I notice with anything, whether it's an affiliate program or you are trying to get close to someone else that's higher up the ladder, if you like, if you start making them money, they pay more attention, right? So having that incentive there not only grows your own bank balance, but also gets you that extra care and that extra love from the company as well. And obviously, the super affiliates all appreciate that. And I think that's something that a lot of people should strive towards, at least anyway. Set yourself a 12-month goal, make sure you hit that. And, and these guys are here as well to help us at the end of the day. And that is what we are all trying to do, trying to make it good for everybody.
Yeah, and a big part of that is like Myles and I, we are the affiliates cheerleaders, right? We want to help out as much as we possibly can. If we want to help them to get to their goals, like we want to help you guys out as much as we can. If that's, you know, selling 100 OFAs, we get you a watch, or if, you know, whatever your goal is, we want to, you know, surprise you with something amazing, because you guys are working really hard. And there's no set outline of, okay, this is what you have to do to be an affiliate. Do this step first, do this step next, you know? And so you guys are doing your hard work and being creative and taking those next steps. And we want to, you know, congratulate you and help you in those steps, and really to help you to keep you accountable as well. So our job description is pretty fun. We'll just put it that way.
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously seems like an absolute blast, you guys. I'm sure there's hard work that goes along with it, but you know, it seems like a dream job. So I want to step back towards that a little bit. Just tell me, Turner, how you came to work at Clickfunnels itself.
Yeah, I'll take it pretty far back. So I've probably known, you know, my family and we've probably known Russell for the last 15 years. It goes pretty far back. So everyone knows Russell from his, you know, his wrestling years, but my father, he's actually a high school football coach, and he actually coached Russell in football as well. So that's how we kind of made the connection there. And that was in Utah. Years later, we moved to Boise, Idaho, and my childhood house is actually a mile or two that way. And so when my brother, Jake Leslie, he actually works for Clickfunnels as well. He heard that, you know, Russell Brunson is this superstar, and he lived close to us and stuff. My brother really wanted to work for Clickfunnels and be a designer. And he worked really hard, and he's actually one of our head, you know, funnel builders and designers. And I was in college at the time when Jake got his job, and my major is basically marketing, public relations. And I was like, I have to work for Clickfunnels. I was like, I'm going to get my bachelor's degree, get this paper that I worked for 3 years. I'm going to graduate, and I have to work for Clickfunnels. And so I applied, and I started on the onboarding team, which is super cool. I actually helped start the team with another one of our, you know, I think we had 4 guys at the start, and then grew it to 10 people. And onboarding team was super cool. We helped our, you know, our users to really get started, and really help them to have a really good start for Clickfunnels in that, you know, that first few weeks. So that was so cool. And really got to know the software as much as I could, so that I could help out our new users and help them to take those next steps. And then I got a really awesome Slack message from one of our secretaries to meet with one of the partners to then take on this job. Now, this is really the job that I wanted from the start, but I had to be on the onboarding team to really, you know, take on my skills, and to really learn the software, and to learn what a Clickfunnels affiliate was, and also Clickfunnels user did, and that sort of thing. And so I have a true, you know, a true knowledge that you have to take the necessary steps to be to where you want to be. You can't just jump and miss that whole learning, you know, requirement. So it's super cool. Really just trusting in the journey to really get to where you want to be, and then excelling from there. So that's kind of a big explanation, but yeah, I've taken my steps, and now I'm in my dream job, basically.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm going to stick with you, Turner, for one more second. Myles, your turn is coming up real soon, so don't think we're ignoring you here, because Turner's taking the stage. Do you remember the interview process itself, and what was in your opinion, was there any questions there which completely threw you out, or was it all just pretty straightforward?
For this current job?
Yeah.
The interview process was pretty unique. It was with Myles and Brent, who's actually on that other side of the wall with me here, and it was awesome. It was a really cool just process, really understanding what the job is going to be and how I can help these people out. And just knowing that I've kind of worked from, you know, what I've done in the past and to prepare me for my job here. So the interview process was awesome. And then getting the call from Myles a few days later was, that confirmation that I am ready for this and to take it on. So pretty cool.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Myles, your turn, buddy. Are you ready?
Yeah, no. So actually, I don't have that long-standing relationship with Russell, but not probably 4 years ago, I started getting into online marketing, came across the name Russell Brunson, and my best friend is actually the one that was the contractor on this office. And he's like, yeah, we're working on an office. It's for a guy named Russell Brunson. I was like, what? I was like, dude, I want to work there. Connect me with him. And we actually staged a bump in with him. He was like, hey, I'm meeting with one of the partners there. Like, do you want to hop in my truck and come with me? And so literally hopped in his truck, bumped into him. It was Brent, who's my boss now. And we were talking. He's like, hey, what are you doing right now? Asking me what I was doing for work. And he's like, would you want to work here? And I was like, well, yes, I would. And, I started here. It wasn't all, butterflies and flowers for sure. Like I came in, I took garbage out. I took people's lunch orders. It was actually one of the most degrading and kind of humbling experiences of my life, because I went from a company where I did a lot of things and had a pretty good position to taking out garbage. But, I was the best at taking out the garbage. I was the best at ordering food. I was the best at stocking the fridge, and got opportunities and took advantage of those opportunities. And, I've had worn a lot of different hats here at Clickfunnels. And, my only bit of advice is for people that may be going through something, whether it's in affiliate marketing or entrepreneurship or at their job, whatever your assignment is, be the best at it. It's not going to keep you in that role. It's not going to keep you there. If you're the best at, doing a certain task, they notice it, and you're not stuck there because they're afraid to lose you. They give you more opportunities to continue to grow and to impress. And just whatever you're doing, be the best at it. And that is one thing that I've tried to do. And, this year has been just 2020. I'm sure everyone could agree is one of the wackiest years ever. And, I ran our events team at the beginning of this year. Well, events went away for the most part. It's virtual events, and, virtual events, there's a lot that go into it, but not as much as in-person events. And so, I'm back in this role and trying to, one of those things, if whatever role I'm in, I'm going to be, the best that I can be at it. So that's kind of my story in a quick synopsis for you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I know and I'm just going to throw some stupid questions at you right now. What is the craziest thing you had to go out and get food for? What was the most ridiculous lunch order you ever had to get?
Man.
You mentioned lunch orders, so I've got to ask.
Yeah. I don't know if it was the craziest. I think probably the worst part. So I started working here, and I started getting people that I knew jobs here. And I got my sister-in-law, who's younger than me. I got her a job here. And the worst part, it was embarrassing. I was asking her lunch order, hey, what can I order you for lunch? And then when we go to family dinners, on the weekend, people are so what do you do at Clickfunnels? And it's just we kind of look at each other. It's because I think she knew, man, this has got to be tough for this 27-year-old guy who's taking his 18-year-old sister-in-law's lunch order. But the weirdest thing, not so much. I don't remember ever ordering anything weird. I can tell you Brent Copeters, he hates olives and blue cheese. And Dave, he's a man of consistency. He'll get the same order from Chipotle or the same sandwich order. They don't deviate. But never ordered anything crazy. No.
No, that's cool. And actually what you said recently, it triggered something in my head, because I think it was I don't know, 2-3 days ago, I posted something on my Facebook, and the title was "Be So Good They Can't Ignore You." Right. So I'm guessing that's probably what the mindset that you brought in with you. And it's I'm just going to be so good at everything they ask me to do. So, you're always on the front. There's always a positive thought and a positive feeling towards you. So
yeah. And that's the same thing that happened with Turner, right? Had he not been the best on the onboarding team, or one of the best on the onboarding team, this opportunity probably wouldn't have presented itself. And I think sometimes, for people that are working a job, we get scared of that. If I'm the best at this role, like they're not going to want to move me. That's not the case. Like if you're really good, you're going to get another opportunity to be really good, and then another opportunity to be really good, and you're always progressing. Like we have a family motto, and then it's also like our team motto type of thing. It's called "We only go up." Like there's no going back in life. Like it's progressing, whether as a father, as a husband, as an employee, as, you know, a friend, any of those things. Like the motto is we only go up, because like that's the only option.
Now I understand it from listening to several videos and that you guys receive gifts at the office, right? So, you know, and that happens a fair bit because obviously appreciate what you guys do and the opportunities and the success that people have had and everything else like that. What are you showing me now? You're trying to show me boxes and stuff. Is that right?
Yeah, those are the boxes just in my office from the last couple of weeks. So yeah, we do get gifts and boxes.
And that's it. What's the is that, I mean, boxes, gifts are fine. Do you ever get people just show up at the office as well?
We do. We get people that, you know, and it's kind of like Mecca. Like this is people, entrepreneurs, marketers, like this is the place they look up to, you know, Russell Brunson, Dave Woodward, Brent Copeters, John Parks. Like they look up to these guys because they are some of the best, or if not the best, in the industry, in the business. And so to, you know, go to a place where they work and be in a place where like you always think like some of that greatness is going to rub off on me. I remember when I went to a football game, American football game. One of the players gave me his gloves at the end of the game. And I remember I wore that glove when I played football, when I played catch with my friends, when I played Little League, because like I was harnessing some of that power from that college football player. And I think it's the same thing. Like you walk in those doors and you're hoping to get some of that inspiration, get some of that momentum that they come in and bring every day. And so, yeah, we get people show up all the time. Some are crazy, some aren't, like, but they just want to be a part of this culture.
Oh, that's okay. As long as no one's following you home or anything, that should be okay.
Hasn't happened yet.
No ideas out there for anybody listening. Right. So Turner, what is coming up next? Obviously, we're closing out the end of 2020, and I think most people on the online space will say it's been a crazy year, but in the most part, it's been very positive. You know, a lot of people have seen tremendous growth this year. So just because the world gets put in this really strange situation, there are certainly people out there which know how to turn the business and pivot with it and alter it. It's like you said, Myles, going from like in-person events to virtual events, and there's no reason why that can't happen, and just crack on with that. So it's super cool. But as far as the affiliates go, what can they expect, at least in the first quarter of 2021?
Oh man, so much stuff. The first thing that came to mind when you said what can they expect?
Just before you answer that, ignore Myles trying to quieten you down now. Because there's only a few thousand people that are going to see this, honest. So
for sure. Yeah, and that's how I was going to bring it up too. Is we've got so much stuff coming up. You just have to wait and see. What we want you to do though is follow us in our Avengers Facebook page, because we're going to have so much stuff coming up in there soon. And really the little things that we have coming up in there too. We're going to have virtual hackathons in there. We have, we got the Funnel Fridays in the official page as well. Make sure that you're so immersed in all of our stuff that you just live it, okay? Because there is so much stuff that Russell and the team and Dave that is over delivered to you. So just immerse yourself in it. You always hear, the top 5 people you hang out with is what you're going to be, is what you're going to be really. So just immerse yourself in ClickFunnels, be, a diehard funnel hacker, and just becoming, live in this space, because we're going to have so much stuff over the next year. 2020 was all right, but 2021 is going to be really cool. So we're going to kind of keep an open loop there. We've got so much stuff planned. Just work as hard as you can, be the best affiliate that you could possibly be, just like Myles said. And you're going to love it. It's going to be a fun one.
It's so cool about what you just said about immersing yourself in stuff. And I'm just looking down, and I've just literally set my office back up, and it's still, 30 minutes, plug everything in. And And at the moment, to rest my mic on, I'm using 2 of the hardback versions of Russell's books. So it's like, it's always there, you know, it's always right staring me in the face, and, you know, it's cool. If you were to give someone some advice, and a lot of people on this podcast, and whether you're listening or you're on YouTube and that, it's generally aimed at people that have already started affiliate marketing and they've just started to get some results, but this is kind of like the middle part before they go and scale to the moon. So if someone had already started, what would the best advice for you to give them? And either of you can take that one.
I'll start if that's okay. I did a Facebook Live yesterday, and a lot of people said, stick to something, stick to your strategy, and don't look to 100 other things. Stick to your strategy and just go with it, right? I think so many affiliates, they want to, like, oh, this is the cool thing, let's do that. Oh, let's do this too. So many different avenues. And I really like what you do, Paul. You heard a promise that, you know, if I publish every day, then that money will come to me. That you've stuck to that. You've been killing it with that. I've seen your stuff. I've been listening. And with that, you know, find your strategy, stick to it, and don't look for other things. Just keep that thing going and stick with it. You know, if Russell didn't stick with Clickfunnels and he just did, you know, a bunch of other things, we wouldn't have this awesome platform that we have today. So stick with that strategy and go with it. Don't get distracted.
All right, Myles, did he just steal your thunder there, or are you going to add to that?
I'll add to it. I think that was perfectly said, you know, and there's so much, like, it. Obviously, I'm a little biased towards everything that Clickfunnels has to offer. So if you're out there and you're a new affiliate and you're starting to taste success and you haven't gone through the One Funnel Away challenge, like, go through that. And I would hope Paul will put his affiliate link down below.
That could happen. Yeah.
I definitely would do that. That's part of affiliate marketing, right? But definitely sign up for the One Funnel Away challenge. It talks about, it's not just affiliate marketing, but it goes through offer creation and marketing and going about things the correct way. And so you don't have to try to figure it out for yourself. And then also we have something called Affiliate Bootcamp, where we took some of our top affiliates and we asked them, what did you do? How did you find success? How did you grow your affiliate business? And like Turner said, like, don't go in there and try to do everything that these people are doing, but go in and watch and be like, okay, that affiliate, like, I like how he's using blogs, I'm going to do that. Or that affiliate, I love how he's using podcasts. Or this one about building an email list. Like, find the one that you think you could do and do well, and go 100% at that. And I mean, you know, we have, you know, Turner talked about our Facebook group, the ClickFunnels Avengers Facebook group. Like, we're dropping information and knowledge in there all the time. We have free trainings like Funnel Fridays, where Russell and Jim Edwards go on and create funnels, and then they give you those templates. Like, there's just so much value. And I know I'm throwing a lot out there. So I would start with the One Funnel Away or Affiliate Bootcamp. And then as you continue to progress, go through those other free trainings.
Yeah, totally, man. I want to ask you a couple of questions about that. Have you mentioned it? I mean, first off, the Affiliate Bootcamp is, you know, it's a masterstroke, a masterpiece. I've been through that. I actually went through the original one, which is something which started me out. You know, that was the whole thing that turned me from just like being a user to an affiliate, and then progressed on and on from that. So considering the value amount in there is just incredible. When you're talking about the One Funnel Away challenge, now what I've noticed is that people are repeatedly going through it. Do you think there is value in going through it more than once or just multiple times?
I mean, I personally think so. There's books that I read more than one time, and it's because every time you go through it, you pick up something different. You know, Michael B. Jordan, the actor from the newer Rocky movies, like, he says he reads The Alchemist at least, you know, once or twice a year. And that's because he picks up something new out of that book. And it's the same thing. Like, I read a book because I pick something else out. I've watched The Office, that TV show from America. I've watched it, you know, probably 10 times through, but every time I watch it, I pick up something new that I laugh at. It's the same thing with the One Funnel Away challenge. Like, you are going to learn something new. And because when you go through the next time, you're going to be at a different level. And so things are going to make sense at that level. And you just keep progressing, and things that may have gone over your head at the beginning might make complete sense now, and you can take that and implement it. I would 100%, like, if you are thinking about going through the One Funnel Away challenge again, because there's some things that you may have not fully understood, 1,100% go through it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just to build off of that, with my position before, I would talk about OFA on my webinars that I would do 8 times a day. That program, oh my goodness, it is so good. I think if people really understand what it understood what it was, they would just go crazy. Because for $100, all that stuff you get, I like to think of it, it's kind of like a virtual summit with like 40 different people that are included in it, right? And that time that you get to spend with Russell and the other people, think about that. Like, that is so awesome. For $100, I've basically done it like 6 times with building funnels. And just every time I'm like, oh, I missed that before, just like what Myles was saying. Like, oh, I didn't know he said that one time. I totally understand that. And if you really think about it, it's Russell's framework every time. It's those frameworks that Russell and Dave talk about every time. They stick to those frameworks, and oh, it's so awesome. And we've had so many success stories with the One Funnel Away Challenge. It's just crazy. And you get that live phone support with it too, and that Facebook page, which is priceless.
I mean, I'm just going to echo what you guys are saying there, because it is so important. I mean, anyone can like grab a template and stick it into their Clickfunnels account, but the One Funnel Away Challenge is actually going to let you fully understand how everything gets put together. So even if you are starting with a basic template, you can then be able to put it together properly, which fits in with your audience. Because I mean, we've seen these things where it's a template and it might not resonate exactly how you want it to, right? It might not have the right headings, it might not have the right colors, the right this, like that, calls to action buttons, everything like that. Even just like the wording of it, even if you're like funnel hacking someone else's funnel, you're not going to take what's already there. You want to put your own spin on it. You want to put your own identity towards it. And something like the One Funnel Away Challenge is going to help you develop that inner self, if you like, to be able to put your own personality on it. And I think that's what we're all here to do at the end of the day.
And real quick, going back to affiliate marketing, we pay 100% commission on the One Funnel Away product. So if you are an affiliate out there, so every time, because we're going to have a bunch of people sign up for the One Funnel Away Challenge through Paul's link, every time you sign up for that, he gets $100. And then as you become an affiliate for ClickFunnels, it's the same thing, like $100 for everybody that signs up. And, you know, echoing what Paul and Turner said, that is not a $100 program. That is a $10,000, $25,000 program. Like it is, there's so much value in there. And for $100, I truly don't believe there is another program that is that inexpensive with that much value.
I mean, even now, just talking about it makes me want to do it again.
Good.
So,
let me send you my affiliate link.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, that's fine. We'll sort that out afterwards. Listen, guys, it has been a blast. I really appreciate your time coming on. Obviously, you know, you're getting all those gifts sent out there, and I'm sure at some point I'll send you guys something nice through the post as well. So you guys can look forward to something interesting. We'll say that. I was going to find a souvenir shop nearby and send you something wacky, but because it's guaranteed you've never had something like that before. Anyway, is there anything you just want to close off with, or are you happy? What's happening?
Yeah, I would say, you know, if you are new into affiliate marketing or are, you know, just gaining that traction, definitely, you know, keep following Paul. Like he is there. He is one of our platinum affiliates for a reason. And that's because he is one of our top affiliates. So if you want a good example, there's one that you can look up to right there. And then also, you know, join us, like Turner said, in our Facebook group, the ClickFunnels Avengers Facebook group. We go in there, we provide a ton of value and content. We're going to be, you know, providing more. And, you know, we do announce new products, new information, and you can kind of see behind the scenes of ClickFunnels. And I think that's what a lot of people enjoy that. So definitely go follow us in that Facebook group. Keep following Paul because he is on the right path, my friends.
Yep, and I love, Paul, how you're you know, posting every day, getting these things out, and in the mornings I've listened to your podcast. You give a lot of good stuff. So, man, listen to this podcast multiple times. You're going to hear a lot of golden nuggets, and just keep on killing it.
I appreciate it, guys. And for those people that can see, I've just gone a little redder now. I hate talking about myself, but that's cool. So anyway, guys, once again, I totally appreciate you coming on. If you're on the YouTube, then drop a comment, drop a like, and subscribe and all that good stuff. If you're on the podcast, we do these every day, yeah? So sometimes we get interviews, sometimes it's just me on my own, but just remember, subscribe, go back and listen to all the other episodes, because like I said, sometimes you get to hear things first, you get to hear things in more value, as much as I can possibly do. And I said, as long as you guys are listening, I'll keep doing them every day. All right, so Myles, Turner, thanks again, guys.
Thanks, Paul.